The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So we know the Games is on, and of course the station that is bringing us all the news is Channel 9.
It is, no.
Yep. Channel 9's going through a few teething problems at the moment, though. You know, we've got
their print journalists are on strike and stuff. So there's a
It's a good opportunity though for print journalists to try to get the most out of
that's right.
Their situation going forward. I found, Nathan, some of the experts that you see calling some of the events are not experts.
You're talking about Mark Taylor commentating the diving, for example.
Perhaps at the equestrian. You know, they've got a mismatch of.
Well, I suppose if you're going to get a person that's like a genius in each discipline, that team's going to be huge that you're taking over. So they
tend to have a host.
Yes.
So an experienced broadcaster with somebody who's actually done the sport is what they tend to do. Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that though. No. We want to talk about where the Channel 9 staff, the 200-strong Olympic team, is staying in Paris. There's been muggings outside. They said that the place is absolutely filthy and unhygienic, and some of them are feeling worried about the accommodation in which they have been chosen to stay at. It's not in one of the city's best neighbourhoods, Natalie. I think it's a shame. It's in the 13th district.
Arrondissement.
How do you say Compton in Spanish?
Compton. So they're going, well, wait there, and they said it's noisy as well. It's above a McDonald's, a 24-hour McDonald's.
Okay, well, handy though. Catering.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
No.
But they're saying, it's just terrible accommodation. So they're now furious because the Channel 9 execs have flown in and booked into their hotel. It's one of the most beautiful hotels that Paris has to offer. It's I think it's the Le Marais district.
Yes, that's where I like to stay.
It's Le Pavillon de la Reine Hotel and Spa in the heart of the capital. It boasts an elegant atmosphere and discreet world-class luxury. It's located a stone's throw away from the city's most popular landmarks, including Notre Dame.
Yes.
Le Centre Pompidou, Le Louvre, and it has gym facilities, spa access, free breakfast.
Sounds
breakfast is the thing they keep bringing up because apparently
it's not common.
The other hotel, the Bronx, where the staff are staying at, they have to pay for breakfast.
But there's a 24-hour McDonald's down there.
But you know what? You're going to go down and get a sausage and muffin and a hash.
And a spearmint rhino across the road.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
So $861 a night for a basic room at the fancy one.
They're not staying in the basic room.
And then the staffers are saying at a place, I think, $179 a night.
Okay.
I mean, you've got to be all in together, don't you?
Especially during a time like this.
Yeah.
You know? Especially during a time like this.
You have the pointy end of the building.
Yeah.
You're on the top floor with a view. You get to go and stay at the Palace.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. For me personally, and I do know that execs make more money and they're running a business, but you're all working for the same company.
Yeah, that's right.
You're all getting to the same goal.
And also, I mean, you could argue that the people on the ground, the team that are actually broadcasting, are working harder. They're doing longer hours. The others are just swanning in.
100%.
Right?
And they're going to they're going to all the fancy dinners and stuff, I'm guessing.
I'm not saying they're not doing anything, but they're not doing the grunt work. And so wouldn't you look after the people doing the longest hours and the grunt work?
No, that makes a hell of a lot of sense. But when you're at the top of the building, you go, who cares?
Yeah, that's
I've been down there. Everyone's got to work their way through.
Yeah, if they wanted to stay in the nice place, they should be more successful. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
100%. Aim high. Yeah, aim low, hit low.
I do feel bad for them, and if anyone's been in this situation where there's an us and a them, right?
Yeah.
And especially maybe if you're working for the same company, or if you're in the same sports team, or you're in the same school.
Oh yeah, it's the AFL all over again.
When you see someone as being treated so much better than you are, whether it be accommodation, whether it be perks,
the car that they get to drive,
the car that they get to drive, and even in your own family, say someone always gets all the new fancy stuff, and you get all the slops.
A lot of people in this room are pointing towards us three, by the way.
Are you joking?
I mean, there is an example of it going on right now because one of our big bosses is over from Sydney. And when he's here, he stays at either the Como or Crown Towers.
Yeah. Oh, top of the water.
When we go to Sydney, Natalie and Shaun and I get given a 3-man tent and get shown to a park.
Another guy came over from Sydney last week. He's not one of the senior execs. He had to stay at the Vibe. Now, the Vibe's, it's nice, but it's not the Como
No.
or the Crown Towers.
Yep.
Price differential.
Yes, that's right. So it happens in our own company, right in front of us.
We would like to talk about the disparities between two parties. We want to know what you got versus what someone else got, whether this be a hotel, whether this be something in your family.
Birthday present.
We're here to be outraged
We are.
by the injustice.
What you got... Can I have that music, please? What you got, thank you, versus what they got. The other music.
Oh, yes.
Let me try it again.
We didn't even rehearse this, can you tell?
Let me try this again.
I don't want to do it again.
No, we're doing it again. So actually get it together, Harry, or so you're going to be getting a new job.
Sorry, the program is
The question
20,000
is,
years old.
what you got versus what they got. Can you press the buttons a bit quieter next time? Everyone heard that and just dispelled the magic. I just want to speak to the mouthy people here in the background who all were pointing at us during this. Come over to the microphone, mouthos. Harry, Sam, what do we get that you don't get?
They were pointing, not me.
Backing away from it
there
now.
were just some parts of that story that I was like, oh,
Ringing true?
this sounds familiar.
Do you have any examples? What examples?
Well, as
do you have?
Nat's got one.
Price is in the background. Put a hand up. What example?
I do. Do you guys remember when we went to Sydney last October?
No, what?
Yes.
What?
When we all went over
that's so funny.
and you guys got
Pricey.
to stay in that beautiful boutique hotel. Where did I stay?
Pricey was like hopping
did
from.
you stay?
Thank you. It's a great question, Natalie.
Pricey got to Sydney and she didn't have a room booked.
I had to stay at my brother's apartment. So don't even come
That wasn't us. That was the
Yeah,
entire
that's great,
Nova staff.
Pricey.
I don't know why you're on the outie. You need to look at your own performance.
Pricey was asking if she could like sleep on the other side of my bed or in the shower.
I had to meet you guys in the foyer like a loser.
You did. It was so funny.
You had to Uber to the
You're
pre
right, actually. It is funny when it happens to others.
So far, Pricey, you're winning your $500 at the beer fest.
Imagine being invited to Sydney.
Wow.
Well, we're just going
It's
to
an
take
avalanche.
stories from random Nova staff members between now and the end of the show. Or maybe we'll squeeze one of
Just
yours
going
in.
for us.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey,
Great,
good job.
Jen. Okay, what happened?
So I grew up in Ireland, and we have this thing called the Leaving Cert, which is like what you do at the end of your high school exams.
Yes.
And I studied my backside off, got A's and B's, killed myself. Now, I'm the eldest of four, so that's to put that into perspective.
Yeah.
So it's basically like the in-house slave. But, I got €50, or well, $50 on a card from the parents. Say, good luck, you did great.
Yeah.
The following year, my brother, who's like, the best child on the planet,
Okay.
he barely scraped by, and he got given a car.
Oh, he got given a car. It's not even close.
What a stitch up.
Oh, my God.
I know.
What did you say?
$100.
Did you say something about the inequality of this?
Oh, yeah. I kind of said, that doesn't really make much sense.
Yes.
And they were like, me and your dad were in a better position this year than we were last. And I
Well,
was like,
they could still buy something for you a year later. Like, it's still possible. Is that why you left the country and came to live in Australia?
pretty much, yeah.
Oh, what a stitch up, Jen.
Maybe they're looking at it also. They're going, you know what? Jennifer has the earning potential to buy her own car in the future where he's never going to be able to buy a vehicle for
Whereas
himself.
this chap
We're in a
no
better
hope.
position 1 year later.
Wow,
know.
they've gone
And
from
you-
50
and-
euros to a car.
And you've already got your €50 and we don't see how we could get it back.
There's no other way that we could change this.
Jen.
Jen, that's a cracking start. Thank you. Mads is in Bentley. Hello.
Hi, happy hump day.
Hey, good on you, Mads.
And also to you.
Lovely to be humped.
Mads, talk to us about the inequality. What happened?
Okay, I don't want to be the ultimate bridezilla, but we're going back like 20 years. So we've got in-laws, love in-laws.
Yeah.
They had a really successful business and they had an accident. So one of them had to have a back operation. So my hubby did the right thing, helped them out for months, running the business from basically, you know, working his fingers to the bone.
Yep.
Our wedding comes up. They're super successful, okay? So we're not just expecting anything fancy. But we thought, okay, hopefully we get a nice gift. And we got like their second-hand dinner set, which is like from the 80s, terrible, whatever, which is fine. That's fine. We had nothing, so, you know, starting out.
Yeah.
next year, the younger brother, his little brother, favourite, didn't help him, didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They had a wedding. They got given a brand new top-of-the-class coffee machine. Like, fully automatic.
thousands of dollars.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it worth heaps. And they don't even drink coffee. They don't even like coffee.
Drink coffee. How do you give somebody a second-hand dinner set?
I know.
Keep
A
going,
few
mate.
months later, yeah, they're trying to re-gift it. Like, yeah, we didn't want it. Could care less about it.
Oh, the coffee machine, yeah.
Put in all the hard yards, doing the right thing for your family. You know, pays off.
I wonder if they see this.
I know.
You know what I mean? The people that are doing this that have obviously
Yeah.
locked in on a favourite, I wonder if they get out of sight of themselves to see what they just did.
Yeah.
Well, we don't, so I don't know how they...
Thanks, Brad. Fiona's in Bicton. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh,
Great,
good, Faye.
Okay, talk to us about inequality.
All right. So my mum's booked. Well, she went. She's invited. Sorry, everyone on a cruise in December, and is giving everyone, my siblings, and is giving us all $5,000 to go on the cruise.
Oh,
Wow.
But we are about to. Yeah, it's pretty generous.
Yeah.
But we're about to start IVF, so we're not really cruise material right now.
Okay.
So we said we can't go. So in lieu of the $5,000
Yeah.
that everyone else is getting.
Yeah.
She's giving us a ticket to Torval and Dean next year.
Oh, the gift of eyes.
I mean, no, but once you see them do the Paso Doble, you'll
Oh,
understand.
they were amazing in the
Yeah.
day.
Fiona, are you serious?
80-year-olds on ice. I don't know. It's
Oh,
like
they
it's-
right.
Yeah.
How old Torval
Yeah,
and
they're-
Dean been
yeah.
now?
I mean,
Super old.
they were big in 1980,
Yeah.
82,
Yeah. The only thing,
82, I
the
think.
only thing that's going to have ice skates is their wheelchairs.
Yeah, exactly. And Mum's taking me to this, but she was so generous and got me a ticket because she's got no one else to go with
Yeah.
if she wants to go. So.
Yeah.
So everyone else
Well,
gets
Fiona,
$5,000 and you
Lord, the crew. Oh,
you guys get
geez.
tickets to Torval and Dean.
Yeah.
I mean-
and IVF's not cheap, as we know.
No,
No,
course
so
it's
that
not.
$5,000 could have helped with that.
Yeah.
Torval and
Yeah.
Dean.
You can't say anything.
I mean,
You know, how generous to get a ticket to Torval and Dean, you know.
it's amazing.
I'm trying to be grateful here.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
I-
going well.
I think our audience requires a Torval and Dean review
Yes,
once you've
that's
been.
right.
If we can have you back, that'll be great.
I can review it right now.
I met
The
them back in the
ironic thing
day.
is that it's in June next year, so
Yes.
if the IVF goes to plan and we get pregnant, I'll have either had a baby or be about to have a baby
Yes.
when they come out.
Yeah,
so
so
I
you
probably
won't be
can't go
going.
anyway. No.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
No.
what, no, hey, how about
Oh,
this,
great,
sweetheart? We'll look after the baby if you need to go to Torval
Yeah.
and Dean. That's fine. We got you.
We'd hate for you to miss out.
We'd hate it because we've got it on the
Amazing.
screen right now, and it
We're
is
watching Torval and Dean.
breathtaking.
They were
Breathtaking.
super.
beautiful.
I was expecting to hear more workplace ones, but this is all family. People being stitched up by family.
Yeah, being
It's
stitched
amazing,
up.
isn't it?
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Cost of living, dudes.
Oh, man.
Cost of
Cosy
living.
lives.
Yeah.
It's
How's
a
it
lot,
hurting
isn't
you?
it? It's a lot.
No, it is hurting him because last night when he
It
got
is
Uber
hurting
Eats,
me.
he didn't pay for priority. He
priorities.
just had to wait
Yeah, so it does. It's
while
affecting
his
everyone.
crisp
River.
burger
Yeah,
from down
actually,
the
that's a good
road.
one.
Yeah.
It drove around the suburbs.
That's a bad thing
Does it
about it. You
come-
know what? Can I
does it
tell you?
walk?
He went to the airport and back.
I don't ever. It took 20 minutes to get from Morley to Maylands,
And if
which
you'd
is
gone
which
and got it
I'm
yourself?
5 minutes away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
That's how Nathan's
I
impacted.
tell Nat all the time. I go onto Uber Eats and I think I'm going to order something, but then I just think, you lazy
Yeah.
a-hole, get up and get it yourself
Yeah.
because it's so close.
And
And
then
when
you-
you're single, Natalie, it's a $10 delivery fee. It hurts.
Yeah, for
And that's
one
when you
burger.
invented salt and pepper toast.
Well, Sean, it took the world by storm. So,
Of course it did.
I mean, I don't know. What have you cooked that took the world by storm? The answer's nothing. Let's talk about hustles.
We digress.
Everybody is
Yeah.
doing the hustle at the moment.
Yeah,
The
side hustle.
side hustle. It's earning Aussies an extra $4,000 a month. That's not
helps.
bad,
That
isn't
helps.
it? Yeah. Among them is Frank Hoyt. He's 40. He's a panel beater by trade who travels around Australia fixing hail-damaged cars.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
found his little bit. We've got a single mum from Canberra. She's juggling parenthood and caring for her grandmother. She takes on a range of tasks, including she does rental properties, mystery shopping. She even writes heartfelt eulogies for people.
Oh, that's nice. Tell me about the mystery shopping. What is...
Mystery shopping
you
is
go,
when
you pose
yes.
as a customer, but
Yeah.
and
then you
reveal
fill out a form.
You're actually reviewing them, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're reviewing the service.
Yeah,
usually.
yeah. And these jobs are being picked up by Airtasker. So these are Airtasker's most in-demand tasks. Number one is this isn't in order. Removalists. You've got residential cleaning. You've got a general handy person. You've got garden and lawn mowing. And then you've got waste disposal collection. Australia's highest paid categories for Airtasker is fence constructions, landscape gardeners, bricklayer, demolition, painting and painting services. I've never used Airtasker, but yet the only person that I've experienced that has used it is Dave, our boss, who once got an Airtasker to come around and clean out his pantry.
Yeah, and all put everything in order.
And we know this. We know this because he was watching her on his camera.
To make sure she didn't steal
and
anything.
she was in there. She organised his pantry, and then he... And then
now, Sean, you strike me as somebody who would be right all over Airtasker.
I was all over it, and a shout out to our friend Gail that we met many years ago at Channel 9.
Oh, Gail's amazing.
Because 10 years ago at least, Gail put me on to Airtasker, and we were building a new house. We've been in the place for 10 years, and I hired someone to come and just move soil. Because this mound of bloody sand.
So
and
you
I was
got them
like,
to move some dirt.
I'm not doing this, So, and I got this person over, and I think it was like $20 an hour, and they just moved all this sand. It was the worst job in the world.
Couldn't you have told yourself it was a workout?
Oh, wait,
isn't
the world a gym?
Did you go to the gym while he was doing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But isn't the world a gym? That would be
Yeah, but I like to use the equipment rather than a wheelbarrow and a spade. So I used that, and then also got someone to put in a floating cabinet for a TV.
No.
What else did you do?
Yes.
What else did they do? What else
Tell
did they do?
everyone the whole truth.
What, they put the
Tell
cabinet
everyone
together from
from
IKEA?
IKEA. He
From
hired
IKEA.
someone to put an IKEA thing together, and then they put it on the wall. You could have done that first, and then they put them on the wall.
As if you know me.
I do know you.
Okay, if I'm going to make it sound worse, then someone came in and put the bunk beds together in the boys' room when we first moved in. But I've been banned. I've been banned. Megan, my wife, has banned me.
Why? Because she hired somebody to come and put Sonny's crib together.
Yeah, but that's
because
like 14 years
her
ago.
bastard husband wouldn't do it, to be honest.
So she realised then you didn't have the capacity to do it. Why does she think now you do have the capacity to do these things?
She just says I'm being lazy if I'm not attempting it, and I am being lazy. I can't do these.
So you're
I don't
just
want to.
aware of what your skill set is.
That's the other thing. That's a good point.
And it's minimal.
It's limited.
I've seen people use air tasking. Say when was it In-N-Out Burger came to Perth?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
There was a story. Someone had hired an air tasker to go and line up and get them their burgers.
Yeah, that's a good idea
because they were at work, and then because that line went for like an hour and a half.
You could get an air tasker to line up like at the Harry Styles concert, so you get a good spot, and then you just swan in at the last minute.
Literally, this is the stuff that they
Get
do.
your place at Rotto?
Yeah.
Because that happens?
It's not bad. We want to talk about Airtasker, right? Have you used one for something that's a little bit different?
Yes.
What have people hired you to do? You put yourself up for it?
Yeah. And if you aren't an Airtasker, but you've been hired to do something very random, like cleaning out someone's pantry.
Or shifting some dirt.
Is that random?
Well, it's lazy.
Particularly if I go off to the gym.
We are talking about airtasking.
Holly's in Palmyra. Morning, Hol.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Holly.
Have you used Airtasker?
We did. We moved from Adelaide 2 years ago, and we needed someone to go and inspect houses for us.
Oh,
yeah,
how
cool.
interesting.
But did you trust their judgment?
Yeah, we did actually. We paid them. We paid them, and then they gave detailed videos of house inspections and honest reviews if it was any good or not.
Amazing.
That's awesome. What was the hourly? Was it an hourly rate that you had to come up with?
We ended up, I think it was a bit pricey. We ended up paying like $60 one time, and then you can end up like talking to them, and then they can do more inspections for you, and you kind of just organise it separately.
Yeah, right.
That is so clever because you know what? These virtual tools just don't do it.
No.
You know, and you need someone to be able to go and have a look at the finishes.
Yeah.
Because the amount of houses that I've seen online that look perfect and you go in there and when you upon closer inspection, it's actually quite ratty.
Yes,
Yeah,
or the bedrooms are really small, that kind of thing. Yeah.
That's clever.
Well done, Holly.
Thanks, Hol.
Tiffany's in Mount Claremont. Hello.
Morning.
Hey,
Hey, Tiff. Who used Airtasker?
So one of my best friends had to use Airtasker when her son was off to boarding school, and you've got to label every item of clothing down to the last pair of socks.
Yes.
And she cannot sew to save herself.
Yeah.
So she Airtasked it out.
That's clever.
So sewing their child's name on their jocks and stuff.
and socks, everything.
everything.
Every article of clothing.
That is ingenious. Who
That
would
is
want to do
clever.
that?
That's
That is
clever.
great.
Crazy. I've
Yeah.
forgotten all
Yeah.
about when you're a child, you've got your name written on the
Yes.
back of everything. Like,
Yeah.
isn't
The
that
other
funny?
thing, yeah, and with school equipment, take away
Yes.
the clothes thing, because you got every
Yes,
name
every
on
pencil.
every pencil.
Do your kids have their names on the back of their
Well,
jumpers?
they used to. Oh, no, they don't. Not anymore. No.
But at boarding school, because of course everything
it's
looks the
everything
same and it
Yeah.
all goes into the one laundry. So to get it back to every kid, that's the
Yeah,
only
you
way
need
to
it.
do it, isn't
That's
it?
amazing.
Oh, clever.
Remember getting the knife and shaving the end
Yeah.
of your pencil off and
Yeah.
then writing, NBN. Yeah, love it.
Good times. Latasha, hello.
Good morning.
Hey,
Oh,
Latasha.
Okay, have you used Airtasker?
Yeah, when my daughter was born, we lived over in Victoria, and I found two beautiful ladies to come and fold my washing. I hate folding. I will
Me
do
too.
everything else. I will wash, I will hang out, I will organise. But yeah, I don't like folding. Like I'm looking at the biggest mountain pile right now,
Yeah.
and it just, no.
Mount Washmore, I call it.
For about 6 months, I used these ladies in Victoria, and we've moved back to Perth, and no one wants to fold my washing.
Hey, I'll fold your washing. I like folding washing. This is. Can I tell you, Latasha? It's because I used to in high school. I used to work at the Surf Shack in Kalgoorlie,
Yeah,
and I
right.
became a gun at folding clothes.
Yeah.
So you do it I don't know how to do it
Folding
properly, no.
shirts.
Yeah,
properly,
I do the shirts properly.
Yeah.
I know how to fold most garments,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's been in a shop.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
So
Yeah.
my place, when you look at open up
Yes.
a wardrobe, it's all like it's in a shop, and I take pride in that. And really, my love of laundry is only new since I bought my Joseph and Joseph ironing board, Natalie,
Oh, of course.
which pairs with my cordless iron, which makes just the
Are
whole
they
thing
still
a
in the
pleasure.
box?
No, they're out and they're being
gosh.
they are used. So
I mean,
yeah,
good on you for
stumbled across something here.
outsourcing that. Latasha. And this is the beauty, right? It's putting people that like doing this stuff with people who don't want to do it.
It's so
perfect.
good,
This isn't
isn't
an ad
it?
for Airtasker, but it just makes a lot of sense.
It is really good, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Sean, pick a winner.
here's some great
Okay, they were
examples
great,
there.
actually.
Oh, hang on, we've
$150.
got one more.
Oh,
We've
wait,
got
there's
one
one more.
Hello.
Hello, Joe.
How you going?
Hey,
Joe.
Joe.
God, you just snuck in there, Joe. Have you used Airtasker?
I sure have, yeah. That was a bit naughty. I used Airtasker probably a year and a half ago to get someone to do my online induction for a job up north.
Joe.
Joe, that's sensational.
Joe. It's fraud, I think is the word.
No, don't use big words.
Have you seen Suits? This is how he started in the game.
Don't use serious crime words. Joe's just telling us a fun story. All right, so Joe, how'd they go? Did they pass?
Yeah, they passed. Yeah, there was about 60 inductions. I paid them $100 to do it and gave them the log-on details, and I was passed.
Joe, how many accidents have you had on the work site?
Exactly.
No, no accidents. I've been in the industry a long time. It's just, I didn't have time to get them all done.
No, I totally get it, because we get them here, and I just don't do them most of the time.
Joe
I
just
have
doesn't
not
do
even thought about that situation.
Yes, that's
When
great,
you're going to
isn't
get
it?
tests and stuff like
Yes.
that. Oh, God, that is so funny. You know what? Wouldn't it be great as well if you're going to go and get a medical for a new job to hire an athlete to go in there?
They have pretty high
Literally-
expectations when you turn up, though. That's the
Literally
problem.
never seen anyone fitter.
Thanks, Joe.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan,
Harry's
Sean.
getting so frustrated with me right now. I went rogue last night, everybody. I went rogue for dinner. You know that during the week, how do I eat?
You eat like you're in prison, and that's all you deserve.
Yeah.
There's no pleasure to be had.
No.
And if you even get the tiniest bit of pleasure, you then have to whip yourself for a bit.
I did. Last night, I just went, you know what? I cannot be bothered walking the 2 metres to the kitchen from the lounge.
Yeah.
So I Uber-eated a bit of varsity. I got some I got a cheeseburger and chips, Harry.
Was it that easy to tell everyone? I was guessing for an hour.
No. But this is the frustrating thing, right? So I didn't do priority, which I normally do.
Yeah.
So you pay an extra $3 or $4
Because you've made of money.
Take it straight to you. So for some reason I just didn't do it last night. And then I saw that the guy was making multiple trips. So he was going to one place before mine and then to my place. The guy drove past my place all the way over the other side of Maylands near the river and then drove back to my place. Shouldn't you...
Clearly the other person did pay for priority.
Nobody's throwing a body in the river or something.
Don't you just drop off
if you
On the
drive
way
it straight
through.
past
on the
it.
way through?
It doesn't appear
I
to
don't
be
know,
great route management, I'll be honest.
Is that not, I'm not an Uber Eats driver, but...
Yeah. Is it?
not the best
the
use of
only
their
thing
time.
you think
It's
of
not.
is that order came in first, yours
Yes.
was second, so that was the right
It's not
reason.
about
But
the
it
order,
doesn't
but-
make
but-
sense.
Sean,
in
I've
terms of the
paid for
navigation.
priority, and I've seen my people that are delivering priority stop,
Yeah.
and they're delivering stuff. So come on, priority is
Nathan,
just a suggestion.
I once had an Uber Eats driver. He had to drive straight down
Yeah.
Canning Highway and make one right turn,
Yeah.
and he got lost. He got lost. He ended up other side of the highway, like
Isn't
right
it frustrating
through all
when
these
you look-
back streets. I'm like, what are you
Isn't
doing?
it frustrating working
And
in the tracking?
He wasn't making another delivery.
Then nothing gets me more when I look at the icon and they're on a bicycle. Go, oh, come on.
Pedal, for God's sake.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.